What is happening, what is going on, you absolute bunch of legends. So what I'm going to do in this video is I'm going to give you 6 ways or tips to make sure that you render super fast, well, faster than what you're normally rendering in cycles, because yeah, it can be a bit frustrating for people who are trying to render and it's just taking super long. So I'm going to give you the 6 things that I use to make sure that my renders are much faster, and hopefully this will help you. Okay, so the first one, obviously, you're going to need to make sure that you're in cycles. This is for cycles. This is not an EV video. EV renders much faster in cycles. So make sure that you have selected your GPU, and then depending on your graphics card on your computer, you can click Edit, Preferences, and then what you want to do is you want to go to your system and you want to select your GPU. So whatever one you've got, if you don't have any, none. But you can see I've got an NVIDIA GeForce RTX 3050 GPU. So I'll make sure I'm using it. And then all you're going to do is you're going to click Save Preferences. And there we go. Also, if you don't have a GPU and you've only got CPU, that's fine. It still work. Don't worry about it. You don't need a GPU. It's just better to have a GPU when you're doing graphics and 3D stuff in Blender. Number 2, what you want to do is you want to go down to performance. So you can click here. So under render, you want to go to your performance, click there and enable persistent data. Okay, you want to check it, make sure that's enabled. Then number 3, you want to go to light paths. So click there and you can see you can bring this down. So if you bring your total down to like 8, that will speed up a bit of time. If you're not using, let's say you're not using transparent or you're not using volumetrics, you make it 0. If you're not using a glossy kind of material, you can bring this down. You can even bring these down to like 2, and you could bring these all down to 2. Even your transmission 2. If you've got no volume there, transparent, bring it to about 3. Okay, you can leave it like that. That will speed up your time, and your total, obviously you can bring it down. Number 4, when you're rendering, click here and render like this. So render with your viewport shading instead of your actual final view. So if you click there, it will save you a bit of time, because it will still render the image like this, but it will just be a bit easier on your computer if you're using this method, like the viewport method. And then next one, you want to check noise threshold. Okay, and you can bring this up to like 0.3, because if you increase the noise threshold, Blender won't do calculations for all the samples. So it's basically just going to say, well, this is a decent image. I will just render the image for you and save you a lot of time. This is going to save you. This will actually save you the most time. If you fine tune and get the right noise threshold amount, you will save a lot of time. And you could probably skip all the other steps, to be honest, and just dial this in. Also, one tip I can give you, if you have a bright scene, so if I go here, pretty bright, well lit scene, you can bring this up. If you've got a cinematic kind of scene, like a moody scene, with all like a lot of volumetric, pretty dark, you'll need to probably bring this down to about 0.1, and just keep that in mind. And the last tip, what I'm going to do is, if you've got like a crazy scene with a lot of maybe trees or a lot of grass or a lot of things with a lot of polygons, what you can do is, let's bring one in. So I'm just going to go here to polygonic, spawn asset. I'm going to spawn a tree. Boom. Okay. And now I brought this tree in. What you want to do is, let's say you want to duplicate the tree. Usually what you'll do is you'll click on it and you'll go Shift D, but don't do that. Instead, go Alt D. It will still duplicate the tree. And what it will do is, it won't use a geometry in the scene. So it won't literally create another tree like this. It will just take this data and just replace it onto this tree, saving you a lot of, this is going to make a big difference as well. So if you got like a lot of trees or a lot of like landscape kind of scene, make sure you're using Alt D, or for like just basically with a scene with a lot of detail in it, make sure you're using Alt D instead of Shift D. Okay, this is going to save you a lot of headache, and it will probably save your computer crashing as well. So hopefully this video was useful. Hopefully it's going to save you a lot of time when you're rendering in cycles. I really do hope it will, because I know how frustrating it can be for your videos to take a long time, or your animations to take a long time, or your normal renders take a lot of time. So make sure you hit the subscribe button. Would genuinely appreciate that, and I will see you in the next video. feel free to check out the Patreon, link in the description, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.